Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier, and just saw Joe Bell feature film. Mark Wahlberg stars. I'm gonna try to do a nice review without major spoilers. It's always a thing where, how can you really talk about a movie without spoiling it? That's why, for me, with these reviews, I like to tell you if I think the movie is worth watching first, and then go into the discussion, and I'll give you a spoiler audible. So in a non-spoiler manner, I do think this movie is worth seeing. I think it's a good movie. It's also what we like to call in the business an important movie. A movie that's important. So not only should you see it, but it's important that you see it because it's got topics. It's a hot day. It's a hot day. So it's nice to escape to the cinema. I wish more people would be like me and go see the movies in the theater, okay? Trying to save the theater. Damn it. Damn it! I know everyone likes to just do the thing where you just, I'll watch it on HBO, I'll watch it at home. It's not the fucking same. You have to go to this theater, the seat on the big screen. So is the movie worth seeing? Yes. Is it an important movie? Yes, it's important. Now I guess we'll go into the spoilers. So if you've seen the preview of this movie, Joe Bell, you probably know what the fuck it's about. There's some twists and turns you may not be expecting. However, the movie is kind of chronologically choppy, kind of not, it's easy to follow, at least for intelligent people like myself. It's easy to follow. It doesn't try to confuse you. It's holding your hand through this movie narrative, through the choppy back and forth. You'll get it. You'll be fine. But essentially, what's the story about? Heartland, is it Oregon that the movie starts? The family's in Oregon. Heartland, old-fashioned people, non-liberals, whatever the fucks, people who are just old-fashioned ways. And this gentleman has a son who, quote, happens to be gay, quote, as they say. And of course, not of course, but the young kid, 13-year-old, great actor, by the way, the kid that played the son, didn't catch his name. I don't know if he does a show on TV or if he's a new talent. Really good actor, young guy. I don't know if he's 13 in real life. I would probably guess he's probably 15. Typically in these movies, they have actors play a character that's a little bit younger than them, that they just happen to be short or whatever. But whatever, the kid's a great actor. Really good kid actor. So he's essentially, okay, spoilers if you didn't see the preview. I'm just telling you what you would have known in the preview. The son has committed suicide. He has taken his own life because he was being bullied in school by bullies, by fear-mongering, hate-mongering assholes. So the son went to the school for help. They turned their back on him, the school. His father was trying to be supportive, but really not sure. It seemed like the subtext was the father just wished it would all go away. Loved his son, but maybe wasn't totally enchanted by the proposition of his son being homosexual in the society that they were in. And the father, Joe Bell, was struggling because he loves his kid, but it's just such a thing that in that community it was not smiled upon, and he didn't want to, he wanted his son to practice his cheerleading in the backyard, which is a nice metaphor. See, in these films, what they can do, this is how the business works, they can take one little scene and make it like a metaphor for the bigger story. Now in this one, it's that, sure, the father was trying to be a loving dad to his son, but when his son was practicing his cheerleading in the front yard, dad wanted him to move it to the backyard. So that's your metaphor. So long story short, the son goes off, kills himself, the poor mother has to see the aftermath of this horrible situation. There's a younger brother. I always like these stories when somebody dies, like a kid dies, and there's like other siblings that are floating around trying to get a whiff of attention. I always kind of like that because that's, you know, we always put the attention on the person who's dead. But what about the survivor? God, this fucking hair. What about the kid the younger brother of the dead kid? He needs some love too. And people always forget about those kids until it's too fucking late. So he's in there, the younger brother and the wife. And then Dad decides, Joe Bell decides, I'm going to go on a walk. I'm going to walk for our son. I believe the name was Jaden. And what's he going to do? He's going to walk from Portland to New York City to raise awareness on bullying, against bullying. And the reason why he's doing this is because the son always wanted to live in New York City to be close to Stephanie. And who is Stephanie? Lady Gaga. So it all makes sense. And you probably, if you saw the preview, that's where they're singing the Gaga. So now the son that you see in the preview and that pops in throughout this movie is a ghost. It's a ghost of his dead son. Okay? So now he's dealing with the ghost of his dead son. So yeah, we've seen stuff like this before. It's not all particularly new. We've had movies like that where you're dealing with the ghost of someone. I think in other movies it might have been like a reveal. In this movie, it's kind of a conceit. So that we, the audience, are witnessing the father deal with the ghost of the dead son. So is that from the perspective of Dad? Like, is Dad just losing his mind? Is this Dad's projection of a ghost of his son? Or is it truly the ghost? But this is all based on a true story. And, you know, it is what it is. So I enjoy the movie. If you've seen the movie, please don't comment below what you know that I'm not saying, okay? Let's keep it between me and you. You're not going to comment, are you? The big spoiler. So, I don't know. What did I like about the movie? First of all, okay, did I need to go here? No, but I will. So if you've done your research, if you know why certain people do not like Mark Wahlberg, it's because back in his youth, Mark Wahlberg committed a crime, an atrocity, a hateful crime. Mark Wahlberg as a teen committed himself, yes, as the perpetrant, and he injured a man. I believe he cost a man the eyesight in one of his eyes, and it was a race-based issue. I believe the man was Asian, if I'm not mistaken. And this story people drag up when they want to shit on Mark Wahlberg, and what can I fucking say? I'm not him. I never attacked a fucking Asian man. I never did such a horrible thing. I never blinded anyone. No one's making me a fucking $20 million goddamned movie. But, that being said, has Mark Wahlberg paid his debt to society? Some would say he has. Others would say he hasn't. He's expressed regret. Some don't accept this acceptance. Don't accept this apology. You tell me, folks. I'm not you. You know what I mean? What can I do about it? So, Mark Wahlberg, perhaps he is tapping into these emotions of forgiveness and rage and feeling shitty about something in this movie. Perhaps. What? And what the fuck? I mean, what can you do? I mean, you know, is he supposed to put himself in jail for something he did as a teenager now? I mean, I know, you know, but look, it's kind of like me. Oh boy, I'm getting personal. Me with Mike Tyson, you know, WWE, AEW even, puts money in this gentleman's pocket. Convicted rapist. But that's society for you, folks. It's what I like to call convenient morality. If you've got someone like a Mike Tyson who is a convicted rapist, but hey, he's available for WrestleMania, let's make him the fucking referee. He's available for AEW Dynamite, let's throw him in the mix. Do people stop and say, oh gee whiz, isn't that an affront to women that have been the victims of sexual assault every time you put millions of dollars into Mike Tyson's pocket? Oh gee whiz. Every time you spend $45 in $19.99 to watch Mike Tyson box Bruce Seldon or some other Jay Brown, you're putting money into the pockets of a fucking convicted rapist. Do people think about these things? No. the majority of the assholes in the world don't have a level of thought or integrity to think about these things. Do you think about, if I go see this Mark Wahlberg movie, is it Mark Wahlberg rationaling out his life and his history of abusive behavior to some guy who blinded him 30 years ago? Most marks and most idiots in the world don't have that level of thought or integrity or intelligence, or they don't care. They just go see the movie, eat their popcorn, belch, fart, fuck their wife, and go to sleep. But I actually think about these goddamn things. So if this Mark Wahlberg movie is his repentance for his crime that many would say he wasn't fully punished for, well, gee fucking whiz, it's a good movie. So good job, Mark. I forgive you if society doesn't. I forgive Mark Wahlberg for his childhood discretions of blinding a poor Asian man. So what can I tell you? I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like we hold these goddamn movie stars and celebrities to such a fucking critical flame, yet we elect Trumps, yet we elect Clintons. You know what I mean? So what the fuck? I mean, if you really think about it, our country puts all these goddamn celebrities on some fucking thing where they're every fucking tweet and every fucking joke, and Bill Maher and Jamie Foxx and Joe Rogan, they're all held to these high standards of activity where they can't breathe or fart or tell a joke because we're all going to tweet mob them into oblivion. However, we elect fucking weirdos and freaks and fucks into political office at the highest magnitude. So you fucking tell me what the problem is. I'm trying to figure it out, but you have to explain it to me. Where's the fucking rule book for behavior in 2021 and the last 40 fucking years? You know what I mean? Because if you find someone entertaining, well then fuck, go rape someone, go kill someone, OJ, and then here's your Twitter account. But if you fucking tweet some joke that's not funny, or God forbid you do something, you know what I mean? Ted Danson wearing blackface with Whoopi Goldberg at the Friars Club 40 years ago. But people had their dick in an ass about that once upon a time. Now they don't give a shit. Oh, Ted Danson is funny on Curb Your Enthusiasm. So you fucking tell me. You write the rule books, and then I'll pick up the fucking manual and follow the rules that society determines for all these things, all these fucking nuances of good and bad behavior. Please, you make the goddamn rule book, assholes, and I'll follow it. Because until you figure it out, I'm not going to give a fuck, okay? Oh, here's Paris Hilton getting fucked on a camera in 2002. Let's make her a fucking reality TV star. Why? Because she's hot and rich and blonde. That's why. Where's the talent? Oh, well, she's hot and rich and blonde. Meanwhile, goddamned Mike Messier, more talented than any of these fucks in Hollywood, off-Broadway, whatever the fuck. 891 subscribers and counting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But you're going to get the goddamn truth from me. I'm more talented than any of those assholes in any of those goddamn movies right now. My scripts are better than these Purge movies and all these other fucking things. But you don't see Hollywood bending its dick to make my movies, now do you? But they should. Any fucking way. Thank you very much. Mike's goddamn movie review. In short, Joe Bell, good movie. I'm not going to spoil it. Please don't fucking leave a comment to spoil yet others. I like the movie. Good job, Wahlberg. Gary Sinise, nice cameo. I enjoyed the film.